All right, it's time for some piano. Hey everybody, welcome to piano. This is awesome because this is the final lesson in our Winter 2021 series, lesson 36. You made it all the way to the end, so congrats to you. But before we jump into the music, if you could do a couple things for me, okay? The first thing is if you could like and share this video. You know I love it when I see people watching my videos and having a good time. And I would just love it if you'd help out with that, okay? So like and share. The next thing, of course, you could do is subscribe on YouTube, right? So we're here, we're on YouTube. The button is literally under this video. So it's just a quick, easy thing you can click. So that way you can be in my subscribers list and be notified whenever I've got some new lessons coming out, okay? Next, I am on a Discord. And I have my piano learning community there. So we just recently hit 250 members, and that is a really exciting milestone because it shows how many people are enjoying those lessons that I have, and we want to collaborate and work together on supporting each other and making sure we're motivating each other to practice. So join us on Discord. The invitation link is down below in my campsite, and you will be able to find and join us there, okay? And last but definitely not least is Patreon. So you understand now the vital importance of Patreon and how that is how I collect my income from supportive members and students like you. So the people that have joined me on Patreon, they have made that financial commitment between $3 and $90 monthly to really help keep these lessons coming. So I appreciate all 88 of them. I'd love to reach 100 by my Patreon anniversary in June. So if you want to be a part of those first 100 founding members of my Patreon, I would love to see you on there as well. Thank you so much. Yay! So let's get to the music, right? So last time we had learned all about the G major scale, right? And we learned the Marines hymn, right? We know that that's like a really good marching song, very, very famous with the Marines here in the United States. So that is definitely something that I'm hoping that you've got really, really good, nice and steady tempo under that beat, okay? We also understand that the G major scale, again, is comprised of those two tetrachords smushed together with a whole step in between, right? Remember a tetrachord was that whole step, half step, whole step, half step. And in between, we had that whole step, okay? Remember I talked about the grilled cheese? Yeah, that's the idea here. We're going to keep having that grilled cheese anytime that there's a major scale, okay? Now, let's check and see how your Marines hymn sounds. I'll switch to piano view and let's play it through together with the da capo, okay? Here we go. All right. So we are here at our beautiful piano view. We are going to be again in that G major. So our G position, right hand finger, one thumb is on G above middle C. And our left hand thumb is on D next to our middle C. This puts us in the correct position for the Marines hymn. Now you also see it begins with that incomplete measure. So with the count off, make sure you're very aware of that incomplete measure, okay? I'm going to count off and we'll get started. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, and go. is. Wow. Now that was really fun. Did you enjoy that? Yeah, the Marines hymn is like booming. It's nice and steady. You can see the soldiers marching. It's really, really fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that Marines hymn. Now remember, if it's not up to your satisfaction, you keep practicing it, okay? And when you're ready for me to review your playing, you can record yourself and drop a video in your class channel, the Adults and Teens Beginner channel on Discord, okay? That's where you can get feedback from me, okay? Well, if you're feeling good, which you should, let's turn the page. We've got a new song to learn today, okay? So on page 116, we have Why Am I Blue? Okay. And Why Am I Blue is, a reminiscent of those blues songs we've learned in earlier in our lesson plan. So it's reminiscent of that, but we have the added thing of syncopation. Okay, so you've probably heard the word syncopation before, right? Notes are played between those main beats that we're used to hearing, and it's held across those main beats, and that's what gives it that syncopated or offbeat feel, okay? That's what makes jazz and blues music really, really interesting, right? It keeps the listener hooked, and that's super fun, okay? Now we do have some syncopation in this song called Why Am I Blue? Luckily, we already know the blues formula, so we can see it happening in real time in this song, okay? This looks like, from the key signature, I see an F sharp. It's probably going to be in G major, right? So just like the Marines hymn that we just learned, it's going to keep that same F sharp, consistent throughout the whole song, okay? You'll see that F sharp pop up in any of the V7 chords, right? Remember that V7 chord has the pinky F sharp on the bottom for the left hand. You'll see that F sharp pop up then, okay? Now, it looks like this piece also is moderately slow, so it's not going to be too fast, which is a good thing. So let's run through it. I want to play the right hand first. We will be looking at those note names, okay? I'm not going to say all of them, but I will say a few here and there, okay? So use those listening skills to get those notes, okay? Let's try it out. Okay. So back in piano view, we've got our right hand in that G position. So I've got my right hand on my G, finger 1 thumb on that G. We're starting with a finger 3 on our B, and the syncopation starts right there in that first measure, okay? So let's play along and see how it sounds, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Hold, hold. B, D, B, G, B, G, F sharp, F, 2, 3, and 4. Line 2. D, B, A, G. Now we have a B flat. B flat, G, B flat, G. Hold, syncopation. A, G, B natural, 2, 3, and 4. C, B, hold, B flat, hold, G, 2, 3, and 4. First ending, D, D. Then there's the repeat sign, so you go back to the beginning. Let's play it again. Here we go. Bluer than the deep blue sea, 2, 3, 4. Since my baby's gone and left me, why am I my baby's gone and left me. If you see my baby, tell her to come home to me. Very good. Second ending. Rest. F sharp and D sharp. Yeah, so that's really interesting. So right there at the very end, the second ending, that's actually going to be an open 6 with an F sharp on the bottom and a D sharp on top, but they're telling you to use a finger 4, okay? So you'll slide that thumb down to the G for the next one, and then you've got your pinky available for the high E. So it sounds like this. Okay, you may have to drill that harmonic interval just so you get it just right, okay? Wow, I like that. I like the lyrics. It's like, why am I blue? Bluer than the deep blue sea, right? Yeah, apparently someone's babies left them, right? So that's what this one's all about. Remarkable work on that right hand, okay? I'm glad that we went through it 2 times, okay? Now you also noticed I intermittently gave you note names, but again, by this point in your music, those notes should be very recognizable on the staff. So we shouldn't be really heavily relying on me to give you those notes. At this point in your piano learning, these notes should look very familiar in this position, okay? So you can do this, all right? If you need to go back and look at your notes on the grand staff, you can definitely do that. But by this point, we should know our notes, okay? All right, left hand time, right? Now the left hand for this, again, if we're following the blues formula, these chords, you already know them, right? It's the 1 chord, it's the 4 chord, it's the V7 chord, right? And there's no syncopation in the left hand because the left hand is the grounding rhythm in this piece, okay? So we've got just a bunch of quarter notes, right? Lots and lots of quarter notes. You've got a little bit of pedal thrown in there. And then that's really it, okay? So let's play through that left hand. It shouldn't be as tricky as that right hand, so we should be able to get this one just right, okay? Let's try it out. All right, so I'm here. Let's find that left hand G position spot, okay? Now I know that my pinky, finger 5, will be on that G below middle C. I'm in my position with my first 1 triad, my G major triad, okay? That's my 1 and 3 and 5, okay? Let's count off and give it a try. I am going to have my right foot, the ball of my foot already ready on that pedal when it comes into the music in measure 3. So let's see how this sounds together. All right, 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. 4 chord. Rest. V7. 4 chord. Back to a 1 chord with pedal. Rest. So that was the first ending, okay? Let's go back and play verse 2, and then we'll do the second ending, okay? Here we go. 1, 2. Ready, play. Rest, and rest. B7, 4 chord, 1 chord, second ending coming up, rest, and 1 with the pedal for all right. Nice job on the left hand. Yes, just like I suspected, just like I figured out. It's not as tricky, right? Because if you have drilled your chord progressions in G major, if you've drilled those blues progressions, all of those chords, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the B7, then you know these chords, and that's the coolest part, right? So that means that most of your thinking and your processing brain power is going to be going to learning the melody in the right hand, right? That's where most of it's going to be going, which is really, really cool, okay? Now, sort of like an added little bonus here, at the very bottom it says, important, compare the Roman numerals in this piece with those in Got Those Blues on page 107. Okay, so if you reflect back to a couple lessons ago, on Got Those Blues, we followed that blues formula, right? Those Roman numerals. So what this suggestion is telling you is, flip back and forth, see and compare those Roman numeral formulas to see if they make sense, right? If they sort of correspond with each other, if they're related, if they follow the same formula. You'll be surprised to know that they might actually do. So, now that we've learned both hands separately, let's see if we can play this hands together. Now, remember, blues music can be played straight rhythm, very, very solidly straight, or it can be a little bit lazy, right? With a lilt, right? And that's okay, all right? So what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to play the whole thing with first and second ending straight rhythm. So you can really internalize that, okay? And then we're going to stop and we're going to play it again, but with that lilt, with the blues lilt, okay? Now, it also says a moderately slow blues tempo, so it's not terribly slow, right? So I'm going to actually bump up the tempo just a bit so that you can hear how this one's supposed to sound, okay? Straight rhythm first, and then our lilt, okay? Let's give it a try. Okay, so here with our G position, we are there. And remember, I'm going to make this a little bit faster. So let's see how it goes with straight rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Second ending was actually kind of funny. It's supposed to be. So that syncopation is just right. You see that that eighth note is tied to that half note. So I ended up coming in a little bit early, but that's okay, all right? So that right there, straight rhythm, okay? Straight eighth notes, straight quarter notes. Nothing funky, nothing silly, nothing lazy. Now we're going to put a little bit of a spin on it with that syncopation, with that lilt, with that extra added drum, okay? This one's really fun to play, so take a listen, sit back and enjoy it, okay? When you really start to feel it, then you'll really feel it. So let's see how it goes. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I told you it was fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like it just feels like that, right? Like this person is like, I don't know, maybe they've been drinking. They're just like, since my baby's gone and left me, why am I blue? Bluer than the deep blue sea, right? Since my baby's gone and left me, if you see my baby, tell her to come home to me. It's so nice. Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe this person's really, really sad, and like, this is all they want to do is like sing, get their, you know, whoever they're thinking of, that person special, obviously they miss them like crazy. So that's what you're trying to communicate here with Why Am I Blue, okay? It's so much fun to play. A blues music will always be fun to play because you can just tell, like, that music has meaning behind it. It's got stories. It's so much fun. So you're going to practice Why Am I Blue, okay? Keep that practice going with this one. Remember, when you're ready to play it for me, make sure to hop onto Discord and drop your little video in there, okay? Just check your Adults and Teens beginner channel, and you can, that's your place, okay? That's your home. You make your home in that channel because that's your class, okay? It could even be just a portion, just to see if you're getting that rhythm right, that syncopation right. I am there to help you, so you just use that to your full advantage, okay? Wonderful. We had a great time. Good. Okay, so now this is the final lesson, like I said, of the Winter 2021 series. This is lesson 36. We're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to pick it up for our Spring 2021 session with lesson 37, okay? Now, I have a lesson planned, this entire book out, and if you are continuing on the same path, this book will be completed by Christmas time, okay? You will be done with level 1 by this coming Christmas, okay? I know that seems like eons from now, but it really isn't in the grand scheme of things. If you think about it, if you've been keeping up with this, you have done a remarkable job learning piano, okay? And it's only going to get more fun, okay? Also, quick, want to mention, I have an additional supplemental lesson program happening with my greatest hits, okay? I just started this one, okay? So if you are already in this class, join this one too. Just buy your book. You can join it. These are like popular songs They're songs that we recognize from like pop culture, okay? It's a lot of fun, all right? And I just started it, and it's definitely leveled out to where you can follow along with your methods, okay? So none of the songs in this book are too hard for you, okay? All of these songs you will be able to play, okay? All right, thanks so much for listening to that. All right, let's see. Quick reminders. Patreon. Yay, I love Patreon. I'm going to start doing some really interesting, fun shout outs. And I want to spotlight some of my patrons who have made that commitment to me. So you never know. You might get a lesson shout out if you are joining as a patron. So you never know when your name's going to pop up. That might be fun. So go ahead and join me on Patreon, right? Just pick a tier that works for you. Again, these are donation-based classes. I only am coming up with these new ones because I have started to reach a few more people. More people have made the commitment, then I can do more, right? I'm trying to reach 100 patrons by June of 2021, okay? If you find yourself enjoying these lessons, this is work for me, okay? This is definitely work for me. And it definitely costs money for myself to bring you these lessons. So I would appreciate very much the support financially on Patreon. And it helps. It really does help. Not only is it helping me with like my bills and my setup here, but it also helps keep the lessons free, right? I've thought about maybe after a year I should put up some sort of paywall or something. You know, because people have asked me, like, are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep going? Well, I would keep going. I need more support from my viewers and my fans, right? And my students. So make that commitment today, okay? It's not too much money. It's just enough. And it's definitely cheaper than private lessons, right? But you still get that added benefit of having the community, okay? Thank you so much for that. Another reminder for YouTube is right here. You can subscribe. I would love to see you on my subscribers list. We're literally about to hit 5,000 subscribers. That's incredible for 1 year. I could not have done this without you guys. I appreciate you very, very much. And then finally, I've got my Discord. I plug my Discord every time because that is the place to be, honestly. Discord is where the magic happens, right? I do the lessons here on YouTube, but all of the connection, all of the learning, all of the community building is happening on my Discord server. I really want to see you there. That's where I get to know you. That's where I get to hear you play. Oh my gosh, that's where we host fun events. I want to see you there, yes. So hop on the Discord server, say hi. I'll put you in your channel and your classes and just get to know everybody. It's a lot of fun on there and I'd love to see you, okay? All right, so typically I end every lesson with a music quote, but today I'm not doing a quote. I'm actually going to formally invite you to our 1 year quarantine anniversary ice cream party. You're like, what? Yeah, so an ice cream party. We're going to have an ice cream party on Discord, okay? In my office hours voice channel, we are going to have ice cream. We're going to have some fun. We're going to chat. We're going to listen to a story. So for my younger viewers, we're going to listen to a story. And then we're going to have a piano jam session because like everybody by now should know their C position, their G positions, right? So we can actually make some music together, okay? So I want to see you on there too. You can RSVP in the Chit Chat channel. Just drop a line saying, I'm coming to the ice cream party. And I'll make sure to write you down, okay? I want to see you guys on there too. All right? It's going to be fun. And it's like bring your own ice cream, obviously. So pick your favorite ice cream at the store. Like bring a pint of it. Like I'll probably have some Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. And maybe some rainbow sprinkles because that's fun. Okay? So I want to see you guys for that. That's coming up this coming Saturday, March the 20th at 7 p.m. Central in the Office Hours channel on Discord, okay? Please join me. Love you guys. Y'all are the best. It's so much fun being your teacher. It really, really is. We have done remarkable things over the last year, okay? I'll see you all very soon. Take care.